And here we are. Good morning, everybody. Oh my goodness. I thought I had a sort of panic attack there. I pressed the button to go live and Streamlabs comes up. An unknown error has occurred. Oh my god. Anyway, so here we are. First, it's a second Saturday of 2021. And the topic for today, Thailand tourism 2021. Is that a big question mark? Thomas Ogden, he was just here and he just had to wander away. He couldn't remember where to view the YouTube on. Anyway, let's not going to go there. Probably because of the fact that we talk every day pretty much playing games. You get a bit lost with everything. Which platform are we talking to on today? You know, which game are we playing today? Mark, good morning, afternoon, evening. David Kutejer, good morning. Thailand's looking a bit on the sad side for tourism right now, isn't it? Mind you, I think I saw the numbers last night. We hit that peak last night. I don't know if that's actually going to show up on any of these applications. Let's have a quick check. I don't know if it's actually going to show the declines. Give us a second. I didn't get this one ready. I didn't think about getting this one ready. Well, actually, we got 9,000. Let me scroll down to 9,000. There we go, 9,000. And if we take that one a bit better. Yes, okay. So let's quickly just drag that over there. We're really concerned about last little leg there. Oh, I'm trying to move it across that screen. It's not that screen. Yeah, so for the last 4 days, well, I think we had a peak there. That was obviously the Summit Sarkon, and then we get provincial spreads. People wandering around and gambling dens being busted, and oh my god. And we peaked at 745, and then we went 527, 365, 305. And 205. So we're four days in decline. I think sort of saw that post somewhere else yesterday, and I sort of still a bit too early to tell. But I think with the restrictions we've got going on now, there's a fairly good chance that we've nipped it in the bud. Mind, it's been pretty serious. You know, the situation has been pretty serious for some of these major red zone districts. Which we'll cover in a bit. Good morning, Oggy. So where did you go off to? What did you do?
I caught a glimpse of myself in the mirror.
Oh, did you?
I realized I need alcohol to make myself look better. So
I took a look at yourself in the mirror. I said, I better put some clothes on. It's a live stream.
Well, I figure alcohol will, take care of that for me.
Oh, yeah. So, Kevin Pearson, g'day. I have just resigned from my work over there soon, maybe. Let's see. Well, that sounds good. Hopefully the resignation went through well and they gave you a bit of a party. I know I had a little bit of a party with my team. I didn't have a big overall party with the organisation when I gave my notice. But anyway, maybe they didn't like me. Who knows? I think this whole new wave is concerning the world over. Let's wait and see. So hard to plan for things in the future. Yes, David, it's one of those weird ones at the moment. Like really, what's going on? The whole world's facing in the barrel of the fact that there's a number of different vaccines coming on the marketplace. And again, you've got to try to wade through the misinformation out there is quite a challenge. Look, I said, there's nothing wrong with having misinformation as long as you realise it. I said, I've got a couple of my mates here that regularly send me stuff, and love them to death, but quite frankly, it's misinformation, guys. You really you don't have a real handle on it, do you? But I don't want to fight with them. They're all my mates. It's all good. The biggest problem we're facing right now here in Thailand is, let's go to this one here. Here's one of these what they call pop-up field hospitals. Now, if they find you, anybody that's Thai or foreigner in this country, and you are confirmed as COVID-19 positive, right? Depending on how ill you are, if you're asymptomatic, you will be quarantined automatically in a location like this. Now that to me is scary, right? Asymptomatic, and they're going to basically throw you in prison for 14 days. Well, it's not, well, if you've seen Thai prisons, that's bloody a luxury hotel compared to a Thai prison, if you know what I mean. But you get the idea, no air conditioning, pedestal fans inside a little tent, and and I suppose they'll bring you food and stuff, and you've got to do that for 14 days. So you get, again, like a hotel quarantine, where they've got to check twice, I think it is, twice. You've got to have it twice negative. And of course, there's a 10% chance that the testing that they're doing here will give you a false positive as well. So, a false positive could land you in one of these places, which it's a bit of a worry. But anyway, such is life. What were you going to say there, Augie?
I was going to say that looks. I mean, maybe I should just go over there and get stuffed in quarantine. Maybe be a hell of a weight loss program.
Yeah, well, I didn't check my weight in this morning. I haven't lost any more than that first initial kilo.
But here I'm in the, what I call North Corona Central, because Arizona is one of the worst states in the U.S., if not the worst state in the U.S. for positivity rate and new cases. We've just, I think we had 5,000 new cases yesterday.
5,000?
Positivity rate like 25%.
We haven't even, the whole of Thailand, 65 million people, we haven't even had 9,000 or 9,500 for the whole 12 months. But yeah, that's just Thailand, I guess, isn't it? It's scary numbers.
This is one state in the U.S.
I know. How many people are listed in that state there? What's the population of that state?
Population of Arizona is 7.28 million as of 2019.
That's less than the population of Bangkok. Interesting when you start to look at the numbers, isn't it?
Yeah.
Ben Dover, g'day, how you doing? Mr. Mitch, good morning. Peter Klobb, good morning. How's it going? Well, it's going pretty good. My exercise routine. I actually woke up this morning feeling, this is going to be a bit of a problem. I got a live from this morning. I can't go for my morning constitutional, so I won't be able to do my stat numbers for today. But I've been walking 5 kilometres a day, using the Google Fit app, and it's sort of becoming a bit of a habit, a bit of a routine. I'm actually now looking for a push bike to do some ride around. I've been talking about that with Augie, setting up a camera, like a head cam, so you sort of see forward, and then setting some sort of other cam to shoot me on the ride, so you can see me in the camera shooting backwards. Now that's a bit of a strange rig, though. That'll be a bit of a strange rig, because it'll have to be a long sort of arm with the camera out forward to get that whole, riding backward view. But that's something that might be coming in the next 2 to 3 weeks. So I'm looking for bikes at the moment. So we might get onto that. But one of the things I want to try to do with this format, as I said, I know, looking at the stats and everything else we get, it takes, 10 minutes for people to join the chat. So this is the first 10 minutes, right? And then, pretty much we need to be covering all the main articles and the main points in that first 30 minutes for a 2-hour thing, because I'm pretty sure most people don't, on the what they call the review, because we actually get more people viewing these videos after the time of release than we do actually people watching the video on the live chat. So we want to try to just make sure we get the format working so that like we try to condense the main points into the first half hour and then we go on to our little side rants and I can't stay on a straight subject for more than 5 minutes, you know me, but I want to try to get better at that, see if I can improve my style with that. Anyway, so Roger Ritchie, anyone planning getting the vaccine? I'm not going to actively go out and get it, but what I've read also yesterday is the fact that foreigners have not been put on the potential list yet anyway. So that's a bit of a worry. The whole, like the 60 million doses they got coming in the next 6 months, foreigners haven't been included in that list. 60 million? 40 million? I can't remember exactly the numbers. So that's a bit of a worry. So with the one article I read sort of said, no, it's a Thai-only thing, but that was a bit of a xenophobic approach article anyway. So we'll just see how it's going to go. But I've got no objection to taking the vaccine. One leg gets shorter than the other. 6 years from now, well, let's recall the vaccine. And we'll have to limp. There you go. Kevin Pearson, party in a week or so. Funnily enough, some Thai gals want to throw me a party. Oh, they're lovely folks. Oh, yes, they are lovely folks. Yes. Overdue, and I'll take the shot. Same as New Zealand, but in hotels. Same as in New Zealand in hotels. What, this? New Zealand? I don't know about that. I think I've just missed the flow there. Douglas Williams, g'day from Texas. Good to have you aboard. Hello. My mum got Moderna vaccine 1 dose. She's doing fine. Majority of the cases with the vaccine, they'll do fine. I think it's going to come down to your overall general health. As I said, I believe my general health is above par. When people in Australia got the flu, I very rarely got it. It's only when, the only time it really sort of spread to me was when, the guy in the next cubicle starts coughing all over the place, and that's when I sort of tended to come down with sort of symptoms, Now, if he had a mask on, well, maybe I might have got symptoms, but let's not go into that sort of whole argument. Pfizer vaccine killed Florida doctor, or whatever. Look, there's got to be.
They haven't proved that the vaccine is what's killed him. He has thrombocytopenia, which is a low platelet count, but there has not been a report of that being a side effect of the vaccine.
Yeah, this is a problem. See, there's going to be so much misinformation out there, and we've been plagued with misinformation. The majority of deaths around the world are from people who have been found to have the virus, right? But they already have pre-existing conditions which were terminal anyway. It's just escalated.
The quote-unquote vaccine death from the Pfizer vaccine, he was an OBGYN from Mount Sinai Hospital who took the vaccine and died 3 weeks later from thrombocytopenia.
Yeah.
So who knows what other things he might have been taking that could have led to that.
Yeah. And I think if we start to use, not sort of speaking ill of the USA, look at what happened this week in the USA, but, like Americans, in my mind, they are indebted to the pharmaceutical industry, right? I always use the meme, like Roger Ramjet, back in the 60s, take your protein pill and everything's going to be like that. They've been indoctrinated to this pill-taking exercise for the last 50, 60 years of their life. And here's me. I think the most pills I take, no joke, is maybe some antacid, when I've eaten too much food, and paracetamol. I have no predilection to take any pharmaceuticals. I haven't done for the last 20 years. My mother forced, pharmaceuticals down my throat up until the age of 15 because she was a fucking hypochondriac, right? And there must be something wrong with him. No, basically I had GERD, gastrointestinal reflux disorder, right, which shows the symptoms of asthma. But that's it. She thought that was it. When I got out from underneath my mother's apron, then I found that asthma went away. Why? Because I stopped taking the drugs, started smoking, right, and started drinking, right, and started womanizing. Got out real life, and all of a sudden I don't have any ailments and illnesses anymore. And that was the best time of my life. And I've pretty much been the same ever since. I've just basically been anti-pharmaceuticals all my life. I've also studied herbology and alternate medicine and things like that. So I look at things like that. Okay, my diet. I don't know any special diet I'm on right now. What I'm doing is I'm just eating what we call, I think, a Mediterranean diet. So that's salads, right, and meats. So I've basically cut out the junk food and minimised the sugar intake, which means that's also including a lot of Thai food. Because Thai food is laden with sugar. So last night I think I had tom manggung, which is fish cakes with prawn. I like prawn fish cakes. I bought some nice slices of salmon for tonight's dinner, and lean chicken and things like that. Fish. I've been eating canned tuna with my salad. I'm actually feeling really quite good after all that. I've been doing that for a week now. I'm feeling actually quite good. I just waiting for the kilos to drop off. But again, it's just to do with the fact that I felt myself. I was getting a bit podgy. Well, I have been. Chanya's been the panda. I think I hit 88 kilos. I hit 2 weeks ago, and I said, this is going to stop. I'm just and then I started this thing. When I weighed in at doing the thing at last Sunday it was. I think I started like Saturday night I started it. So this is now the 7-day mark. So when I put the app on there, I weighed in at 87 kilos. I'm now 86 kilos. I'm hoping to get down to 80 kilos by the end of the month if everything sort of goes according to plan. But anyway, enough of my health. I just reckon the fact that other people need to look at their health situation as well, and I think if you've got good health, you'll be okay. If you've got bad health, there may be some problems with your with taking the vaccine. Who else have we got? Bill Marks, g'day, how you doing? It is just sad. Yes, it is. I live in a beach. Beach life would be fun. No, look, David, happy.
I'd be happy with son of a beach life.
Yeah, JJ, g'day, JJ. I think it's 40 million. They were 40 million, is it right? Well, actually, one article I read, JJ, was the fact that there was going to be free for all Thais, and this probably means the fact that they're going to have a 10 times foreigner price to cover the Thais. A free one, but again, it's just money. Please call me Kev. Kev, that'll do. Okay, Kev. I'll try to remember that. Change your name on YouTube, Kev Pearson. That way we'll get it right all the time. Damn phone. Okay, so Robert Mack. Good morning. How you doing? I didn't see what Richie Rich said. Roger Ritchie. I said Richie Rich. Roger Ritchie. Kevin Pearson. I've only taken triptan for cluster headaches. I wouldn't even know what triptan was. Of course, I have taken other drugs when I had the, the what do you call it, the kidney stones last year. I had special medication which was like an anti-inflammatory. It's a lower intestinal anti-inflammatory. The doctor recommended that, so I took it for the period. And he's the doctor. He's the one who's done the medical study. He's recommended I do that, right? So I took the full dosage, which of course worked. I also what else did he? Yes, there was that one there. Occasionally when I have fallen ill, like I've I think when I sliced that finger open, that was back mid-90s. Took antibiotics for that, because it was a laceration. It was 24 stitches. You got to everything within reason, but taking. I got one friend in America. His name's Cheetle. The guy is, he's overweight. He has diabetes, so he takes drugs for his diabetes. Then he takes another second set of drugs to offset the symptoms of the first set of drugs, right? And then he takes a third set of drugs to offset the second symptoms of the second set of drugs, which are, and those symptoms are being caused by get the idea? And it's basically it's a regime of pills every day. And I said, what about your diet? I said, why don't you try eating fresh food instead of eating McDonald's every day or that sort of stuff? And he says, fresh food's more expensive than McDonald's. I can't afford it. It just totally blew my head. You mean you can't afford fresh food? A salad every day or a salad every second day? No, can't afford it, What the hell has happened to the American health system? I really don't know. And I think we can see the numbers on the COVID-19 issue in America as a reflection of a very, very sick society indebted to the drug industry and the pharmaceutical industry over there. You've got no personal immune system anymore. Your personal immune system is completely shot to pieces. And of course the vaccine is going to have some sort of major issue with your life. Because it's going to try to fix you, but the body doesn't know how to react to it to start with. The way that the what they call, was it an microRNA virus or vaccine works, is it's giving you a process for your immune system to recognise something and create a defence system for it. But if you've got no immune system, well, the damn shit's not going to work to start with, right? If you're taking drugs every day, for a headache or for a back pain or whatever the doctors told you to take, these constant barrage of drugs, your immune system's shot, guys, right? The first thing you need to do is go on a 4-week fast of your pharmaceutical industry if you can deal with it. Oh, seriously, people just need to wake up, I guess. Yeah, David Kutuzo, welcome to Pharma World. USA loves their supplements. I tell you, it's a joke, isn't it? Seth Barker, I have to look. I haven't took the flu shot for years. No, I've never actually had the flu shot. When I did, I got the flu, so I won't be taking the COVID vaccine. Flu shots versus a COVID vaccine. Flu shots are actually sort of built. They're a live virus. Right, it's to create an immune system by actually putting a virus in your body. That's why you get the flu when you have the flu shot. This is what they call a microRNA vaccine, which is actually not any sort of virus whatsoever. It's something that comes into your body that teaches your immune system, right, what the spike protein is doing. So it's not a virus. Right, you will have a reaction to it because your lymph nodes will see something, and it will react to something as a foreign body in your foreign substance in your body, and you will react to it. That's what it's supposed to do. You will not get COVID-19. That's a definite. You do not get COVID-19 because it's not COVID-19 being shot into your body, okay? It's a microRNA sort of subset. Do your research, guys, seriously. I don't know, people just don't understand. Look, I'm not a doctor. I'll put that out. I'm not a doctor, but at least I know how to do research. You just got to just know what you're doing. Seriously, just stop listening to. Look, if you saw it on Facebook, it must be true. Seriously, there is ways
on
to.
The internet, it's true, right?
Well, there's places out there. Look at the medical journals. I've told you where it is. Phys.org. Check Phys.org. Read the articles. I know it requires you to sort of be a little bit more proactive with your information input, right? But information input is totally in your control, right? If you want to read the shit that's on Facebook, then you're going to have most of the stuff you're going to learn is false information, because that sells Facebook. You know, a reactionary process of people reacting to people's, posts and comments. That's how Facebook makes money. Really? How are we going to teach you guys? Yeah, like I use Facebook. I'm quite into Facebook because it gets my videos out there, and my videos is, that's my social interaction. But do you think I read those articles of people sort of saying, I'm going to take this? Go wake the frick up. Honestly, guys. What else we got? So what you're saying, that ladyboys cure anything that ails you?
It was like most things.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, I'm going to do a video. I was talking. What was the title? I'm going to do this video. I had a comment coming through, which I've qualified personally and privately. He's asking, like, what does a first timer do when they're getting to know and moving towards intimacy with their first ladyboy? So it's really sort of, I talked to Psycho about it. Did I throw it out your way, Oggy? Did I give you some thoughts on that one?
What's that?
First timer with a ladyboy. That sort of idea of the first time into a relationship with a ladyboy. Did I talk to you about it, or was it just Psycho?
No, it wasn't me.
Okay, it's a video I got coming. I got to do some bullet points so I stay on track with that one. So I think it'll be quite an interesting subject. But yeah, serious meds for serious headaches. Yeah, fair enough. Got to look at what's causing the headache.
Name to I wish lucky bugger.
You've got to work out what's causing the headache. Most of the problem with the headaches is the fact that it's a symptom of something else, right? Stop the something else, right? Maybe the headaches come from drinking too much alcohol. A lot of vloggers seem to be. Yeah, so Mark Morse. Yes, a lot of vloggers are. It was actually it was Foreigner Joe and their little 30-day challenge that they did in December that sort of sparked me into doing something. I got quite positive feedback from Foreigner Joe losing, was it 12 kilos? Good on him. I'd love to lose 12 kilos, but I'd be happy to lose 7. It's just got to do it with diet, walking. Got to walking 5 kilometres a day. Brisk walking,
Sorry.
Hopefully, into week 2 or week 3, I'll have a push bike and do some push bike riding. Just get a little bit more active. Stop and, like, I live in front of the computer, what do I do? Yep, where else we got to? Do you want to let a new G player, do you want to let a new takeover now? I'm not quite sure what that means, G player. You have to re-qualify that one. Here we go with America Blast. Yeah, of course, people all over the world take tons of... Look, I know, like, America's just, like the 350 million Americans there, or 320 million Americans. They're the lead of the pack. And Australians do it too. They're not trying to demonise America alone. Australia's, Australia's the little brother of America. Anything America does, Australia goes and does again. They're just as bad. Stephen Monash, what there? I was talking more on supplements offered And the fitness, yeah, that's well, supplements again. Like again, but you get people like Ray Kurzweil. You've seen his supplement intake. That guy is a pretty smart sort of guy. And he lives on supplements. It always reminds me of sort of talk about supplements. I always get back to this particular thing. I don't know if you ever come across this one. Soylent. There's a company out here making this. Right.
Are they making Soylent Green?
They're making Soylent Green.
People. Soylent Green is people.
Soylent Green is people. But this is totally supplemental. It's as a supplemental dietary replacement system. And now I've been following this for about 6 or 7 years now. It's only available in America, but it completely replaces food. The one thing that always struck me with this, I don't know if you ever watched Deep Space Nine. You remember Deep Space Nine, the Jemadar? Gotta have the white, basically, this. I wonder really what happens to a person when they sort of change their diet, move into this, complete food replacement system. How healthy do they actually become? Do they get better or worse? Well, it really comes down to how many drugs you're taking on top of that. But how many, it's always just one of those interesting ones. I haven't seen lots of positive things, but I'd love to find some negative reviews on what people have had happen there as well. Get both sides of the argument, both sides of the story. Always wonder, well, it's bloody got chocolate flavour. What is it to make it taste better? Anyway. G player, you do not get a blood clot of COVID-19, but your blood coagulates when your temperature is above 42 degrees Celsius. Yes, well, that's one of the things that can cause blood clotting. Yes, and if you got arterial, if you got arterial viscosis, I don't know what the name of the thing is. You can have thinning of the blood, the arteries, that can cause problems as well. There's a name for that. I don't know what it is. I changed my name to the. I wish I've changed my name. Kevin Pearson. I wish lucky. Okay. Greetings from lockdown. Virus raged England. What else have we got? Information. I don't know who information is. Is information of something? He probably has a name. Information what?
That's it was a duplication of G Player's comment.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Same thing for Java Fire.
UK is a bit of a bugger. You get a bit buggered here. The whole planet is really sort of suffering quite badly at the moment. But as I said, we wanted to talk about Thailand tourism. So I'll actually try to get to that. Like I said, I want to try to focus on the news first, but I don't want to sort of miss the comments of people talking as well. I don't know, do you realise how difficult it is to actually sort of run a live stream when you want to talk about something and engage with the audience at the same time? I wish you'd all get on the Discord and we could just talk about it. Then I don't have to read shit, and I can actually, while you chat amongst yourselves, I could actually go and research articles. But anyway, such is life. Tried Soylent, tastes pretty bland, is it? It was pretty big with the turbo nerds here in Silicon Valley for a while. I'll pass. Really? Okay. That's the first feedback I've had from that one. Thanks for that. I imagined it was fairly bland, given what it's making. It's just basically all these chemicals. But again, we've got a situation where, I have been sort of, there's some new players in America in the vertical farming market. Vertical. What's it? California.
So are we, Cody. Cody says he's playing Ark.
Is he? Yeah. So I've been watching this. I've been following this, but I won't play that. Let's pause that. Because it's obviously copyright, but there's vertical farming to prevent food loss. There's a company that started up. I'm just trying to find what their name is. But they're making some big airways. Plenty. That's it. Yes, plenty. Oh, there it is. Plenty. It's got to start up there. Indoor vertical farming. Yes, plenty.
I just read the article.
There we go. He's working to deliver. Right. Let me see if I can find some more information. There it is. There's the actual website. Absolutely. Let me get out of here. Pure flavour from stem to leaf. What I was reading in all the write-ups, it's 72 acres has been condensed down to 2 acres of farming in a vertical farming. It's run by people and AI. The AI monitors the growth of the. It's totally amazing what they're doing. Just trying to find some more information on that. So, what do they call themselves? PLENTY. Just trying to find some. Yeah, that's plenty.org. Forbes. I don't know if they're going to ban me from reading the article. They gave some more. Yeah, 95% less water, 99% less land use. This is where we should be going, guys. Look, this is what I've sort of said in Australia. Right, Australia should lead the world in this. We've got so much opportunity to, build this sort of farming. We have a lack of water. That's why we can't use 90% of Australia, because it's pretty much drought-stricken 95% of the year. But something like this, you go into vertical farming, in places like Orange and Western Plains of New South Wales, you use less water. Like the Chinese are buying up water rights left, right, and centre. Well, if you go to vertical farming, it won't matter, right? You recycle all your water. 90%, you don't have to get big tractors. This is where the world has got to wake up and start to get on a new program. This is how we solve our food crisis that we've got currently here in the world. But that's again not really talking about Thailand tourism, is it? Sidetrack. Squirrel. Who does that? Rob, wasn't it? Rob, yeah.
Rob does squirrel. I love Rob. He's hilarious.
Sean Mark, good morning. How you doing? Our and friends. Sean the Prawn. Chile Dublin. From Chile Dublin. -3 degrees here. I know. So we're watching sort of. Niall's been telling me how cold it's getting over there. Ugh. Anything below positive double digits Celsius, that's inhuman. Anything less than that, it's got to be at least double digits to be human palatable.
There's a reason why I moved out of the Pacific Northwest.
Sean, the sunny 26 in Melbourne. That's a nice one. Yeah. So I think we got. What have we got here in Bangkok? Sunny and. What have we got today? We got Nong Cam, 27 here. 27. Well, you can't see it because it's blue. You get 27. That's the screen blue is the same as the backdrop. How spooky is that? Oh, spooky stuff. But yeah, 27 degrees here. Thinking up to July. Yeah. So Davey boy. Well, I said the whole what I was going to do. I was going to go through. The plan was to actually read my Twitter list and see what all the other Thais are talking about. But first thing I want to actually get onto the news articles. The Thai Chanya app. Right, if you are over here, have you installed the Thai Chanya app? I won't play the article because that's a copyright thing. But he does go on to talk about we all have to play our part here in Thailand. Yes, I have the app on my phone, so there you go, dude. Scroll through. Where is it? There. So there it is. Oh, the Thai Channel app, which of course is blue again. And that's my little barcodey thing, Right, and you click on that, and you can scan. You scan the little thing when you walk through the door. Check in, check out. Yeah, I've been doing my part when I'm out and about. Again, that's just, I don't really want to end up on, in their luxury accommodation, their 5-star prison sentence for 2 weeks. That really doesn't really appeal to me. Like, can I bring my laptop? Probably not. Totally 2 weeks without internet. Chanya probably think it's a great idea, but that's about it. Cody's playing Ark. Okay, yes. Well, we'll join you very shortly. We might wrap this up in an hour at the hour mark, just so we can go and play Ark. But who knows? It depends on what we talk about. So the Thai Channel app. So if you are in Thailand, we've got this track and trace app. If more people started using this, I think we'd really be able to keep a control of this thing. But we are not looking like, Thailand is not looking like any sort of reasonable tourism. I was saying Q3. I'm now going to move my bets out to Q4. I really don't think the world is ready to mingle anymore. This is unless, of course, we see some positive, downfall of numbers. They've been rolling out the vaccine in America and a few other places, but it's just. Yeah, I think one of the things, the rate of uptake is ridiculously low, and they couldn't organise their weight of a wet paper bag. I don't know what they're doing in Australia right now. Haven't heard much about it at all with the Australia vaccine rollout. And again, it's just this negativity towards something that people. I do believe vaccines, right, are a bane to society. I've managed to survive pretty well on the 6 vaccines I had when I was a kid. Polio, tetanus, diphtheria, whooping cough.
Rubella.
Was it rubella? I don't know if I had rubella. I think rubella was only for women. But yeah, the deadly 6. Smallpox. I did smallpox when I went to England. Yellow fever. I survived, right? But I read somewhere that there's like 30 or 40 different vaccines they're giving to kids up to the age of 10 now. Why? What's going on there? I can't understand why we need so many vaccines, right? I managed to survive quite all right with 6. But now there's something at 40. There's something nefarious going on there. What happens to our immune system? Our immune system is designed. It has had 2 billion. No, let's say 2. Let's be concerned. It's had 2 million years of selective genetics to give us an immune system that can pretty much cope with everything this planet can throw at us. Right? In the last 40 years, what we've decided to play God, and we think that the 2 million years of positive feedback loop of survival of the fittest, right? That no longer counts anymore. Really, I think we need to reassess that situation. Hopefully, this whole exercise of futility we're going through now will get us back on track to the fact that some people are not going to survive this little virus outbreak. The really sick and the frail, yes, they're going to. It's a sad situation, but yeah. So you're 75 years old. Like 50 years ago, you would have been lucky to live past 50. Be thankful for the 25 years you got with the medicines we got on this planet now. That have given you 25 extra years, because back in the 40s, if you lived past 50, around that time, you were exception to the rule. People forget so easily. What we've got, it's just ridiculous. But anyway, so getting the coach. If you're coming to Thailand, in the next few months, I have to highly recommend get this app on your phone and use it. So what? Google track you, Facebook track you, WhatsApp tracks you, everything tracks you. Let's track you for good. So the fact that maybe they can alert you to the fact you're in a hot zone, right? Or the fact that somebody you just walked past is COVID positive or is a known carrier or has carried it or is in a high risk area. I'd like to know, seriously. I'd like to steer clear of people who are not all that healthy.
I just want to steer clear of people in general. What are you talking about?
Well, yes, I know what you mean. Yeah,
there's somebody coming around the corner up there. I'm going to hide. Hell with it.
Exactly. But yeah, I was just going to go through my look. If you are on Twitter, I do have a list that you can definitely follow these people yourself. This is just one of my around Thailand lists. It just basically Thailand. It just gives you all the Thailand news. Like I can't qualify all the news in one place on a 2-hour thing. My Twitter does it for me. I'm a techno freak. Let technology give me this. So I would probably flick through this once a day myself to see what's going on, because it gives me some of the articles I want to read. Thai lady gets a water bill of nearly 50k. Really? Now there's one I caught last week of a. Did I mention it on the live stream last week, or was it just throughout the Discord? A young Thai girl got ripped off by a foreigner. This is the first time.
Whoa! Talk about a changing of the.
Changing it, yeah.
That's like a gender flip, man.
No, that was right. Yeah, I thought it was a bit on the weird side. Still Lily March Roy. Okay. Also, why is everybody allergic to all kinds of food now? Look, Sean, don't get me started on what? Don't get me started on food allergies. When I had my asthma, I put that in big inverted commas. When I had my asthma, they did that allergy test, and I found that I was allergic to dog and cat hair, which is basically that was set off my allergic reaction to everything. But I have no problem with dogs and cats now. I reckon the allergy from the dog and cat hair was from the constant input of Alupint and Intel and other drugs that I was shoving in my body that my mother was making me take. It basically, what was happening, it was lowering my immune system. Once I stopped taking them, my immune system I have to get better, right? Because I don't have those things making it easy. And I did. I got better. I don't have a problem with dogs and cats now. Pretty much I don't have any sort of allergies. I get a sniffle every so often at this time of the year. I think there's just a lot of pollutants in the air. But that's just me, It doesn't, like I know in Australia it used to got worse. I think it was that combined with cold weather that was set off my sinuses. But when I get sinus problems these days, it's really just it's only a tenth of what I used to get when I was in Australia. That's why I like Thailand, because it's nice and warm. I like the warm weather over here. It's really good for my body. David Boy, March rollout in Australia for the vaccine. Okay, thanks for that. Still have to quarantine on entering the country. Yeah, quarantine entering is the way to go. Not that many vaccines are required in California. Polio, diphtheria, tetanus, pertussis, I don't even know what that is. Measles. No, I got the measles when I was 7 years old, and I got the measles because Mum...
Pertussis, whooping cough.
Okay, whooping cough. Yeah, okay, I think I took whooping cough was one I had, okay. Measles.
German measles.
Mumps and measles, I fought that off naturally. Mum put me in somebody else's care for 2 days because they had measles or they had mumps, right?
Used to be used to be a big thing. It's like, oh look, Johnny down the street has chicken pox, so they'd send all their kids down there to go party with them.
That's it. That's how you got rid of it. You
With.
got the virus, right, and that solved the problem. You know, what's wrong with having a few scars? You know,
A few pock marks never hurt anybody.
yeah.
It's like a fucker though.
Yeah, yeah. I remember sort of calamine lotion. Right? Was it chicken pox?
Yeah.
Calamine lotion. I was covered from head to foot in calamine lotion. Oh my God! But again, that's a natural. That's a natural calamine lotion. It's not pharmaceutical. It's pharmaceutical, but it's a natural herb product, right? You know, we did have, they would demonise the witchcraft in, fraternity, for the last 600 years. But they know how to treat all this shit. They had all the right herbs. They could treat, pretty much all the ailments. The only one that they really had trouble was the rat plague in the 14th century. They had a bit of trouble with that, but they found the best way to deal with that one was just don't hang out with people.
I think we should go back to bloodletting.
Bloodletting, yes.
Starting with the politicians.
Yes, exactly. Oh my God! Yeah, who's seen? Trump has been banned off Twitter. He's been kicked off Twitter. Oh my God! But yeah, there's something to be about free speech. But I hope they do bring him up on inciting the population to riot. Isn't there a law against that? Right? Isn't that?
Yeah, well, yeah, he is looking at. I mean, they are looking at possibly citing him for sedition.
Sedition. It's basically it's one step away from encouraging local terrorism. Right? That's all it is. It's ridiculous.
And they're actually talking. It looks like they might be trying to go back to impeachment, but there's not enough time to impeach him. It's less than 2 weeks, people. He'll be out of office by the time you can get it to the Senate. It's like, what are you going to do? Push it through overnight?
It's illegal to get ripped off by and they tell me about it, Stephen. Yes, I know. Yes, after Sean the point is he's disagreeing with the issue with the only old people get it. No, I'm sort of saying people with weak immune systems, right, are the ones who are suffering the most from COVID-19. The evidence is all there. Everywhere you go, the evidence is black and white. You have a weak immune system, you will suffer greatly from COVID-19. A strong immune system, right, will have asymptomatic cases. That is a known, it is undisputable. Okay, but unfortunately, old people have weak immune systems, right? Other people also have weak immune systems, or they rely too much on other drugs, or they're drug addicts, or whatever. They just have immune system problems. They're immune deficient.
Well, they're also looking at now a lot of the survivors of 9/11 in New York are at a much higher risk of death from COVID-19, and so it's here they've survived this horrible thing, and now they've got compromised systems due to the 9/11.
Well, because of all the dust that they breathed in.
Yeah, because there was a lot of people returned to the city when the city said it was safe, and it wasn't really yet. So they got a lot of people that are suffering from compromised immune.
Yeah, asbestosis.
Yeah, asbestosis, as well as other issues, asthma, etc. So there was just an article on that. The 9/11 survivors that returned to the city, or that were involved in that were too close to it when it happened.
Interesting, but again, it comes back to the immune system. The 2 million years of evolution of our human species, they've got a compromised system. If we can get back to building up our immune system, which is really what I'm focusing on right now, is getting back into a healthy state, and hopefully after 3 months, I'd like to put a 3-month goal of getting back to 75 kilos. That was my optimal weight. It's probably considered to be underweight in Western society, but over here in Asian society, I think for 5'9", 176 centimetres. I think the ideal weight would be about 75 kilos. At my build.
165 pounds.
You want me to do the math? I don't do math anymore. I don't do any.
You don't do math.
I don't do math.
You don't do science. That's what a computer does.
Was it 75 times 2.2? Let me just do it clear first. 75 of 75
It's 165.
times 2.2. 165 kilos. Okay, there you go. You beat me to it. Did you get?
Pounds.
Oh, that's
Well,
right.
no, I mean it's pretty easy to do 75 times 2.2 in your head. Come on.
Is it? Oh, right. Okay.
You need
I
a
don't
calculator for
do
that?
math. Sorry,
Jeez Louise.
I don't do math anymore. That's it. I'm retired.
He's suffering from COVID-12.
That's okay. I used to be really good at math. I can't believe how bad I am at math now. I got to reach for the calculator every chance I can, because I can't be bothered just exercising that neural pathway.
I don't do math anymore either.
Stephen Monash is feeling better now that he knows that US president's banned off Twitter. Stephen Monash got banned off Twitter as well a few years back too, because he was inciting Burmese to riot.
Was he? Yes, he was, wasn't he?
He was, yeah. Vaccinations have saved millions and millions. Exactly, like I'm not pro-vaccine. I just think we're just putting too many vaccines on the market now, and really, as I said, like a measles vaccine. What's wrong with getting the measles, right? Letting your body just deal with it normally. This is what we do. That's how we survive.
Not many people die of the measles.
Yeah. But anyway, such is life. We'll all argue differently on that one. Travis just arrived on the island. Building up my immune system by not eating my sister. Stephen Monash is back in good form. There we go. Actually, I would have thought eating your sister-in-law's cooking was actually going to build up, because your body's fighting something that's non-palatable. But anyway.
I find I improve my immune system by not eating my own cooking.
Oh, is that what it is it? Great day to be down here. Yes. Mark Verdun is clearly a lovely Saturday. I don't do math anymore. Be more on. G'day, Be more on. How you doing? What else we got? Trent's Trouble. So, g'day, Trent. I just saw that one up there. I agree with you, mate. Anthony Jones. G'day. How you doing? There is so much misinformation, and it's difficult to make informed decisions. It is a challenge working out what's real information and what's the hype. I think the worst place to get information is on YouTube, because there's a financial incentive for people to just get a video out. Doesn't matter whether it's true or not, or whatever their take on it. Whereas, although journalism is questionable, I think, following, the mainstream media, right, both left and right, you've got to keep taking it in equal doses, right? You can sort of wade your way through what's worth knowing and what's just, something that sells their advertising. But again, like I said, I keep on saying, Fizzorg, it's a great resource of all sorts of information, and it's worth reading. Wikipedia, that's vetted by people, and keeps you up to date with the latest news that's worthy of being used. There's a lot of ways to do it, and sort of finding people, people you can trust to finding people who have done more research than you that are trustworthy. That's our peers. Where are our society peers anymore? And people put their faith in this guy called Trump, you know. Look at what he did to the country. Honestly. What, darling? Why are you back home?
I just come eat food and no have food. I go again.
You come say hello?
I come hope you come to Kato.
No, the live stream. Come say hello, darling. People want to say she started work at 7 o'clock this morning.
I was morning and I go again.
She came home because she's hungry.
Oh yeah, no, she come on. Wait. She's on the cable now. wait. Well, just stand up. Wait, put the cable here. What's this?
It's so.
Okay, look who's here. And she's got blue on, so she's.
สวัสดีค่ะ everybody.
You look beautiful today. Why are you with this one?
Was
What's this one?
สบายสบาย
Sabai.
Yeah. I not see you
Fancy
buy
says hello,
you buy
Chanya.
for me. You remember your dress?
When did I buy this one?
You forget?
I forget. I buy so many clothes, darling.
Hi everybody.
Darlo says hello. Stephen Mono says hello.
Hello.
Anthony James said hello.
Say hello.
Stephen still on the prawn. I hear 5G affects your digestive system, and your farts are never the same again. Really?
Hi,
That's
hello.
Cody said hello, and
Hello.
Anthony James said hello.
Hi.
Rawang Chanya, Panda is on diet. Rawang Chanya.
ระวังสัญญา
Panda is on a diet. David Boy says สวัสดีครับ
สวัสดีค่ะ
So if you lose too much weight, will you just be a Holstein instead
People
of a panda?
say Thai
Yeah, that's it. What was that?
People say Thai สวัสดี
Yeah.
Speak Thai
Yeah, they speak Thai for you, darling.
Yeah
They cannot type Thai, so they speak.
Yeah
They speak
And
Thai.
you not talk Thai with me
I talk Thai with you every
And now
day.
you speak Thai
พูดไทย every day ทุกวัน
พูดไทยทุกวัน
พูดไทยทุกวัน
แน่ใจ
น่าใจ
Good What you talk about today
We talk about Thailand tourism.
Tourism
Tourism.
Oh my
Not
God.
have tourism in Thailand. Tourism in Thailand finished now.
Yeah.
Oh, so good. Nobody come to Thailand anymore.
Thailand start COVID again
Yeah. But numbers go down today. 4 day now, number go down.
Yeah, go down. But Myanmar make big story time.
Oh my God.
The color.
What's in here? Oh, what's in here?
Hey,
Sexy. Love you, darling. Come, Darlo, he sent you $2.99 for buy Chanya a smoothie. You can have a smoothie today. Okay?
ขอบคุณค่ะ Like at Thailand.
Yeah, couple of car.
Thank you very much นะ what's
Dowlo.
Dowlo.
Yeah. His name's Stephen too, but
Oh, really?
yeah, they have Stephen.
Where you from?
He have house in Samut Pakran.
อ๋อ สมุทรปราการ
Yeah.
Not very far yeah
No, not very
Yeah.
far. When he come back, we go and eat. When he can come back to Thailand, we go eat food.
And now where?
He in Australia now.
Oh, he moved
He's
to
in
Australia.
Australia.
But wait for long time for open
Yeah, but he comes soon.
again.
He comes soon.
Yeah,
No, it's
yeah.
okay.
I hope so.
You hope so.
Yeah.
Okay, darling.
Now just come to eat food home and I have
Go eat
customer come 12.
12. Okay, you have what?
Yeah.
Quick, you got 1 hour. Eat
Just
food.
1 hour and relax.
Okay.
Yes,
Eat
come to
food,
enjoy,
quick.
relax with you, kiss you. I wake up in the morning. I work hard. My girl work hard.
Yeah, she woke me up at 7
Boyfriend
o'clock.
play game, work hard too. Oh my God, him play game, him shopping, him go drinking. Him
Drinking
go.
where? What?
Sometime you go drinking with friends.
Not for 3-4 weeks. No, not go.
And me, work morning, evening come home, morning, evening come home. Sometime I wake up 3,
Yeah.
4 for working. But หิมสบายเพลย์เกมsee
No,
movie
I exercise now.
นี่ play game see movie play
exercise
Facebook
now, it's
talk with friend oh so enjoy yourself นะ I'm work today I start 6
Sean said because Wazza
and
is
go
he said because Wazza is living the dream.
oh my god
Yeah,
I
living the
work
dream.
hard
Yeah.
I'm go work hard
Yes, it's okay. No problem.
yeah it's okay I hope you happy with friend and
Yeah,
stay
yeah.
home
Hope all. We all hope to be home soon. Mark will say. Yep. Kevin is just saying, hey, mate. Every time I wish I'd donate, the bloody icon is by the pause. I will donate, but please, I can't hold it. There's a link down there for, as I said before, there's the buy me a smoothie link. There's some PayPal link.
Valen you see
Yeah,
No.
you're invisible because you have same color here. Right, no, this is green. Right? What's the green? This is not blue. This is green.
no I know have hearts
I don't know why this is going. Why is the green the same color as my blue? The
I
chroma
don't
key's
know.
off.
don't
Anyway,
anyway now I go now
You
eat
go
food
now.
and have time to relax just
Okay.
have our and I cannot relax I eat food finish I go buy some product and I go work
What's this?
and safety for COVID
what's this, darling? You put color on your face again.
make up I think
No, it's color.
really
You
yes
made color this morning.
I don't know I saw Thai I wake up in the morning
Yeah. Okay, darling. Love you.
I'm so jealous
Rock
you
รักคุณจริง
okay I know
ๆรักคุณ
I work hard for myself for future I take care you okay
Okay.
I take care boyfriend
Yeah,
too
yeah. Go.
kiss bye bye everybody
Thomas sent you
thank you for
$75.
send
Keep it up, he said.
wow thank you for keeps some money for me thank you everybody to see me and Marlene talk crazy
Talk
all the
crazy.
time you want to crazy with me all the time
ไปเลยอ่ะไปเลยอ่ะไปเลย
ข
อ่ะ
อบคุณค่ะ บ๊ายบายสวัสดีค่ะ
There we go. A bit of surprise drop in from our lovely girl. Chanya needs to pick up Warren. He doesn't pick up his game. Niall, g'day, Niles. Are you coming back? Are you coming back? Oh, good. Hopefully everything else will settle down by then, Niall, and we can get down and hang out. I don't know if you caught Susie's post. One of the girls at Susie's bar had a friend that was COVID-19 positive, so she had to shut the bar down and sort of send all the girls home. She's doing a 2-week. I don't know how that was a week ago. I don't know. So I'd have to sort of do some research. But she was basically shut down for 2 weeks while they all self-quarantined. But that was a bit of a sort of a letdown for poor Susie. They already had to shut the bar, but she did a food service, so she was allowed to stay open. But now she had to shut down as well, which is a bit of a pain in the ass for her. But she was very quick to sort of let everybody know the fact that there was a diagnosed case with one of her staff friends that caught the virus and was in quarantine or in hospital or something. Couldn't quite work. Trying to do a Google Translate's not really good. Got a basic idea that they've been quarantined somewhere, maybe one of those sort of huts and things like that. Trench Travels have taken a chance and booked a flight late October. Hopefully they don't need to cancel. Yeah, I think getting that sort of time, I think we'll see, get a bit of an idea. As for the 2-week quarantine, I think that this 2-week quarantining, this is going to be pretty much, I think, the way forward for probably 2 to 3 years. I can't see it ever getting out of this 2 quarantining. Unless of course we have some sort of. I know that there's some work being done on a breathalyzer. It's got about a 90% success rate. There's a couple of places that got this. I've been working on this breathalyzer where they can detect it on your breath. But it'd be an interesting one if they get that working, so it might make it a bit easier to control. What's it? Wazza? What do you make of this crazy week in American politics? Like seriously, I've watched the media articles on it, and I have to abide with Russia on this one here. Like I think Putin's come out bold and said it shows the state of American democracy, right, has to be reworked, right. The idea of democracy as we know it has been sort of so far shoved down the toilet that people have forgotten what democracy is in America. And when you get sort of with leaders around the world, I have to sort of side with them. It's just crazy what they've let happen. We're going to sort of look forward to the fact that hopefully it'll get better. I don't think it can get any worse. We should send a beer or a coffee or whatever. Yeah. Sounds like a fun job testing people's breath. Yeah, tell me about it. What are you doing, Oggy?
Sorry, I was scratching my face.
Scratching your face. You need to have a shave, do you?
Oh, no, I'm scratching up against that microphone.
Wouldn't he so young? Yeah, okay. Chanya's gone. I'm not Suwai. If 2 weeks quarantine is still in place, then I'll have to cancel. Yeah, on these short trips. Yeah, that's the thing. I think you're not going to be able to avoid the 2 week quarantining. Pretty much, I'm going to say all this year. Just looking at the way it's been up and down for the last 9 months of the on again off again approach here in Thailand, all I can say is the fact that there will be no stability in that, and they are erring in the side of caution. The fact that they want to nip in the bud. We've got enough problem with the illegals crossing the border, skipping quarantine, which is what caused this new outbreak. That's sort of almost driven home the fact that quarantining works, quarantining the travellers work, right, and all the other social distancing measures that we're doing over the last 9 months have all worked. So that's what it's going to be in the future, right? The tourism industry are pushing alternatives, and manufacturing who are pushing the alternatives because of money, right? They've basically been shot down in flames over the last 2 weeks. We were looking good. We thought that things could behave, but it's got to that sort of point in time now that I think the people who are pro quarantine have won the argument, and we won't see a change as far as I can see. G-Player, you are beating you in games? What games am I beating you in, G-Player? Come and join our ARC server. You got ARC? Come and join our ARC server. You still haven't joined our Discord yet, G-Player. Slacker. That's where we talk. We can talk about games. Stephen, but I have found a hottie Thai teacher where I should be completely fluent by the end of lockdown. Really? I think I have to lift my game then, am I? Oh my God. Seriously. I think that's the thing. The Thailand, the majority, they want to look after the Thai people, which is a little bit more to be said about other places around the world. Work is saying some are at the best to return to the office, so no quarantine travels to okay. Can we get Wazza streams every day for February to aid in the quarantine process? Really? I don't think you want to hear me every day. Look, I may get back on, I haven't been broadcasting on Twitch or Facebook on my gaming for quite some time because we were playing Dual Universe, but Things are slowed down on the dual universe sort of front for the time being. So we fired up our Ark server again, and we're killing dinosaurs again, teaching Oggy how to survive on the island. As I keep saying, the primary map of the island, they should have made that the map of Australia, because what's the similarity between the game Ark and Australia? Well, everything's trying to kill you. And so now Oggy's having a first-hand experience of what it's like to live in Australia, where everything is trying to kill you. How many times you died so far, Oggy?
In which server?
In which server? Well, you've tried 3 different servers. How many times have you died?
Total probably about 10.
10. Hey, you're doing pretty well then.
3 in yours and 7 in my PvE personal.
Right, yeah. Yes, you tend to die a lot until you can survive. We play. I did flick it on last night, Niall, but I was in the middle of something else, so I couldn't stick around. But I thought I might get 15 minutes to actually sort of understand the game a bit better. This morning when I woke up, and I couldn't find really a good entry point, because you guys were all, everywhere I flicked through the video, you're all playing this Mongol. A lovely board game. I'd love to know how you set all that up on screen. That'd be an interesting techno vid. How you get all that working. Seems to be quite well done. If you haven't seen Niall's Mongoropoli, definitely go and check that out. G-Play, you're getting a 2 gigabit by gigabit. I only have 1,000 by 500 up, because I didn't want to pay anymore. I've got access to it, but I just don't. I don't need to switch it up any faster. All I upload is my videos, and a 20-minute video I can upload in about 90 seconds. It's good enough for me. I don't need anything faster. I don't need to pay for anything faster, I should say. Stephen Monash, well, the end of lockdown will be at least 10 years away. I think we'll get better than 10 years away. It just depends on how quickly they can get this vaccine out, and if we can get it nipped in the bud. If we don't get the vaccine around to 75% of the planet in the next 12 months, the chances of a more serious mutation popping up on the scene is going to escalate, and this is what we need to be worrying about, is that mutation aspect of the virus. I briefly saw your game. It looked classy. Fair play, yeah. Looked like class, fair play. Then I can stream Cap. Do we really want to see that G-Player? All right, where are you going to be streaming? Porn? No, you can't get. You're in Thailand. You can't stream to. Pornhub's locked for you. Sorry. Cheers, Steve. What the nail? How is the patio that's what we're talking about, Mongoropoli. Anyway, what else we got to talk about? I know we're just rambling on as we usually do. Mode Chanya up. Let's just do a refresh of what we got in here. 20 provinces currently free. There we go. So let's look at the Tiger, see what they got to talk about. Thailand's COVID-19 task force has confirmed that 20 provinces in the country currently have no active cases. The Centre for COVID-19 situation named blah blah blah. We're not one of them. Nakhon Pathom. Okay, Nakhon Pathom. Oh no, that's Nakhon Panom, not Nakhon. Got to read that properly. That's up there. That's up in this sound. Pray Chiang Rai. Interesting, Chiang Rai is actually sort of getting a mention there, where that was where the border crossing happened. They got on top of that pretty quickly. Patini, Yala. Oh, there's an interesting article come out this week that I was reading down the southern provinces there, the heavy Muslim area. If a Muslim girl and guy are found talking to each other, they're almost forced to marry now, or something or other. Weird rules these people have. In addition, provinces PopeKael, Phuket and Ubon Thani have reported no new cases for 2 weeks. Okay. Thailand has found itself in the grip of resurgence, having gone months without cases. In the weeks since a 67-year-old tested positive for the virus in the central province of Sakon. So the outbreak has now spread to 54 provinces with over 4,500 active cases. Since the beginning of the pandemic, Ireland has recorded 9,867 deaths. There are currently 28 provinces listed in high risk. That's another woman. That's an article here on woman. There's a bit of misinformation going around about the COVID-19, the Chanya app. One of the news circuits didn't really report it properly about if you didn't have you on your phone, you're going to be thrown in jail. They've quickly retracted that and clarified that there is an insistence that it's a great idea. But the only people that's going to be the wrath would come down on are people who are avoiding, if they're been avoiding assisting keeping the thing at bay, sort of thing. In retrospect, the fact that if you've been to an active area and you've already been notified that you need to go somewhere and have your be checked, and then you actively try to avoid the checking process, right? And then you're found to not have the app on, then you could find yourself heavily under. I probably didn't explain that very well, but yeah. There are situations, the fact that if you're, knowingly sort of in a situation of COVID positive and then avoiding, assisting authorities, then you may find yourself under serious penalties. But it looks like the same thing's happening there in sort of woman jailed in Singapore for lying to COVID contact tracers. Giving false information, that's going to land you in some sort of serious trouble. The emergency decree is extended again. There we go. That's one from the American event. U.S. health authorities say rampage through Capitol was textbook super spreader event. Yes, of course it was. Let's get back to this one here. What was it? That is, of course. Well, in essence, the Apple, as guests of the country, travellers, of course. The app will not alert you will also alert you when you're entering areas of being alert to the situations, but being alert. So we've got 3 million downloads so far. Here we go. Here's the questions raised about the COVID-19 vaccine. Will it be available to expats? Expats in Thailand might be somewhat in the grey area when it comes to COVID-19 vaccines, with Thai citizens likely to be the first priority during the roll of the vaccines. For Americans, the US Embassy in Bangkok says the US government does not plan to provide vaccines for private Americans living overseas. A representative for the Thai Disease Control told Coconuts Bangkok that free COVID-19 doses might become available to some foreigners. Foreigners who work and pay taxes in Thailand might get it, but I'm pretty sure they will have to wait behind Thai nationals unless they have changed their nationality. Government spokesman told Coconuts that specific conditions for Thais and expats receiving vaccines haven't been discussed. The Thai government plans to vaccinate half the Thai population by the end of the year, starting with the most vulnerable first. The Thai company Siam Bioscience is in the process of producing the vaccine. The vaccine is planned to be available from public from May. There is early release as well. There's just some stuff that's coming out in April as well. And this is as far as an active case of 1st week April. Thailand receives ordered doses from China's Sinovac Biotech, which is expected to arrive next month. So there's the Chinese vaccines coming in next month. An alert by the US Embassy in Bangkok regarding Thailand's current situation. The embassy added that the US government doesn't plan to provide foreigners overseas with COVID-19 vaccines. So that's pretty much the thing. We're going to take sort of back seat to the whole thing. But anyway, we sort of expected that. We are only guests in the country. Anyway, Stephen, have you told Warren about told Warren about it? And good improvements, much appreciated. The vaccine is still experimental. G'day, William. How you doing? Morning, Dallo. William, good to see. What's our numbers? What's our numbers at the moment, Oggy? Then Davey boy. G'day, Davey boy.
Afternoon, Wazza.
46 watching.
46 watching. I got the wrong button there. Let's go to the. Let me look at my dashboard. Oh, we got 40. I'd say we had a big pickup in people in the last few minutes. So it must be just that time of the day. Concurrent viewers 47. Likes 28. 47 people, 28 likes. Bloody slackers. Got to suck my audience. Stephen, chance card could be to let people out of quarantine early. Chance card could be okay, right. 48 watching, 3 listening. Thank you very much, Stephen. Great news, no cases in Victoria. 0 cases. Okay. What have I missed on the chat? Have I missed anything specific on the chat today? I think I've kept up fairly well, didn't I? Oggy?
Pardon?
Did I miss anything? Any major questions? Did I miss anything?
I don't know. I was off watching something else.
Yeah, you were watching Slacker. You know, like, that's it. I'm out of here. Can't even have any. He's probably playing.
I wasn't playing Ark. No.
You were playing. Yeah. Let me. That's right. Betty was playing Ark.
I'm actually sitting here doing my taxes.
Taxes? What do you want to do that for? Ugh. Richie Kingstar, good afternoon. They owe you money, yeah.
Yeah. I got a few hundred coming back from the federal government, so you know.
Well, the last 3 years that the Australian government actually owes me money, right, for the 5% tax that the Americans take out on my YouTube and a few other online activities, because I'm still under the threshold of $18,000 a year.
There you go.
But they, unfortunately, they can't give that. They don't pay you. They can't give you. I haven't paid tax, so they can't give me a refund. Right, but I'm qualified for refund, so I don't know if that's accumulative or not. You know, can I? If I ever do get to pay tax, can I backdate? You know, for the the taxes that have already been taken out, because the Americans, it's a weird.
Well, I don't know.
situation.
Here in the U.S., if you don't pay any taxes in and you've got more deductions, then and they will actually send you money, even though you didn't pay in. Yeah,
doesn't happen in Australia. Sorry, it's specifically a tax refund, a refund on your tax. But I think you can backdate it until you actually do pay tax again. I'm not up on all Australian tax laws. I've got to find out about that.
Well, I was just doing a what do you call it? A test exercise, because I don't have my forms back yet. I'm just punching in numbers for my last paycheck. Seeing where it brings me up at.
Brings you up onto the threshold limits and whether you actually have to pay anything or not. What's Davey Boy doing anyway? Let me know what you're doing, Davey Boy.
Today, not too much, mate. Just chilling out and relaxing here and enjoying a bit of this rain in the Gold Coast that we're getting.
Rain on the Gold Coast. We could do with a bit of rain here
it's
too.
been-
Could you send some over here to Arizona? We've been dry for so long. We're under drought conditions. So
yeah, it's been a bit cool the past few days down here, so not the
Yeah.
norm.
Bangkok's looking
12 degrees C here right now.
Bangkok's looking pretty good on their air quality at the moment. Phuket's
Yeah,
looking
what,
extremely
20, 22 degrees in Bangkok today?
good. Oh, it says 27 on my phone today.
Oh, 27. Okay.
So
Here's a question. For you, Wazza. How's the this second lockdown thing? How does that affecting suburbia where you live for the local Thais or the Farangs in the area? Has it changed dramatically?
I don't see any real overall change in the daily activities out here, but we are sort of seeing, like Chanya's a little bit apprehensive because she has random people coming into the salon. The only change to her business is the fact that she can't have people waiting in the salon. People actually have to wait outside. And of course people won't wait outside because it's hotter outside than it is inside the salon. So what they tend to do is they look at who's not got somebody in a chair, right, and they'll go to that salon. So it's a bit hit and miss with I think she said Friday there was she had no customers on Friday. It was the first time in pretty much 2 years she's actually had a day where she's had no customers. Thai's a little bit apprehensive about getting out in the public, but of course she had a 7 o'clock this morning booking, and now she's got to get back for 12 o'clock for another booking. So it happens very rarely, but she had no customers yesterday because Thais are scared. Even here in we have got an app. I've got a second app here that goes through my line account here. And so it's another contact tracing sort of thing. It's called Away COVID-19, which then gives us sort of a map data of it'll zoom in, and I don't know if you can really see that quite well. I'm trying to get without glare. So it shows you where where the local cases are, or where an infection is, right, in that zoom location there. That's quite a fair distance away. That's down near that one there. The closest one there is the mall PopeKael. It's just down from the mall. West, we've got a few little hot spots out. If you can see that, there's a few little hot spots. Really can't get there we go. A few little hot spots out west of us there. But right where we are, Sai Song is probably that's a Rama song. So that's from. It's a bit of it's not really helpful showing you that, but it's a bit blurred. But yeah, so where we are, there's no known cases where we are, so I'm fairly confident. But there is a definite situation with the people. They're, as I said last week, it's crazy here. They'll get on their motorcycles and they're wearing a mask and no helmet. It is crazy. Masks but no helmet. And I've sort of even seen the police, pulling people up at the local traffic lights down there at the Big C Extra. They sit there and they phase the lights, let a few cars through because they can see a motorcycle with a helmet coming through, and they've been doing a lot of booking people. They've been very active lately around our area. And they've also got the what they call it, the roadblock just down the end of our street too as well. So I think it highlights the severity, and we are next province along, Bangkok, or we are right on the border of Samut Sakhon. So there is a lot of apprehension, but life still goes on. People are just actively wearing masks more. That's all, and this is what we do. Got to deal with it best way we can.
Indeed.
Stephen Monash on downside blood pressure, okay. But what's causing the high blood pressure? Gotta get the cause. Find the root cause. What causes it? Is it stress? Well, give up your work. Give up working. That gets rid of your stress. Should lower your high blood pressure. Body spots. So it goes to the meltdown and around NADA, slide 23. Not quite following that one. I'm missing part of the conversation there. And Stephen, GoFundMe and your tax there. William, after 60, the government doesn't recognise your superannuation as income. We can earn 36k between US tax-free. We can earn 36k between us tax-free. Is that right? What about me? When I turn 60, that's next door, it's 3 weeks away. Which means that, no, that's still 1836. Still 18, yeah, so 18k, so I don't know, but there was the 18k threshold anyway. Everybody has the 18k threshold. I can barely recognise my income. Are you back at teaching in front of school kids again, or still doing remote work there, Stephen? Are they still employing you as a teacher? That'd be a good question. But anyway, I got much else to say. Things are just not looking very good for tourism at the moment, and it's a bit of a sort of sad situation. I'm just more concerned about the fact that if I do come in contact, that I don't really want to spend 2 weeks in one of those little pop-ups. That will really sort of drive me nuts for 2 weeks. Lecture, adults still, but they act like children. I know they do, yes, Stephen, they do act like children. Get plenty of exercise, no stress, decent diet, soon your blood pressure should be lower, work. I never really suffered from high blood pressure anyway, but I did have I think 2013, I was diagnosed with, what they call, there's a symptom, anxiety disorder. Is that what they call it? Anxiety disorder? I can't remember.
Hypertension?
Something like that. I was really sort of. It was just the fact that was, I think 2 years before I finally got here. It was just a constant backwards and forwards seeing my girl, and the long distance relationship, and effectively working on the oil rig in Australia, then getting home for 2 weeks. It was causing anxiety attacks. And I was on medication for that for a couple of weeks until I said, fuck the medication, what's causing it? I went and started doing some longer meditation sessions and things like that, and got under control with meditation. But, again, I don't wish long distance relationships for anybody. That was
They're so hard.
Yeah, that was at the 7 years into it, to the 7 years into our relationship, and I started suffering anxiety attacks because just things were going on over here, and nothing seemed to really getting better. It all just starts to take its toll. The whole what do you call it? That was, I think, 2014. I think that was part of it, was the to do with the coup they had here, and military regime, and life was just no longer carefree in Thailand, and how does it affect everybody, and such is life.
G Player liked your Facebook post about the Mad Max outfit.
Oh, the Mad Max outfit, yes. Where does one get, studded leather loincloth? So, was it? I think one comment there. Soy 4 succumbit. But actually, you'd be better off at actually soy 2 pat pong. There is a BDSM bar in there. So maybe that's where you got to go. Had to leave all my stuff at home, unfortunately. It was just, all that leather. It's just so heavy.
I thought you brought the leather with you.
I brought my leather jacket and my leather vest and my leather pants, but I didn't bring all the harnesses and stuff.
No gimp masks.
No gimp masks. At least he was being socially responsible. He was wearing a mask. Come on. Chaya pun farang. Chaya pun. Chaya pun. What's chaya pun mean again? Anyway, hi Warren. We have enjoyed years of travel-free restrictions. Unfortunately, the future just isn't going to be that way. Yes, it is. This is the thing. I think they're now starting to really sort of stop drinking the Kool-Aid, and they've realised the fact that Thailand tourism is going to take years to recover. Tilak's name was, I'm not even going to go there. Was it William? I'm not talking about blood pressure. Sure, Mark. Remind me of the cover of Judas Priest, Unleashed, from the East album. Jeez, that goes way back in years, doesn't it?
Somebody's showing their age.
Yeah, blood pressure in your okay, well, knob. No, so knob, isn't good. Yeah, it's blood pressure in your knob. Yeah, I don't know if you use that word in America for your old fella. Do they call it your knob?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I didn't know it was an Australian only term. Go hopping. There he is. G'day. I'm going to play football at 5 p.m. Apparently the football pitches are open. Hope the police don't turn up. Well, you're not really social distancing, but I suppose you're kicking a football around, so there is a sort of certain level of social distancing there. Bed knobs and broomsticks. Bend over. You were diagnosed with a ladyboy addiction. I was, yes. She'd stolen my heart, and I was having heart pressure problems. But yes,
that's called withdrawal, and it happens anytime you have to give up your favorite drug.
Is that what it is? Is it? Yeah. But I had to get on top of it. It was just one of those sort of things. It was making me a little bit. I was a bit of an asshole at the office. I hated taking on those blue tabs. I'm able to poke a dog out from under the. Really, you and Stephen, you should have your own channel. You really should. Just what would you call it? The
Dowlow and Stephen comedy hour.
The Dowlow and Stephen, the Stephen and Dowlow comedy. Well, they're the two Ronnies in England. We had the two Ronnies. They could call it the two Steve-Os. the two Steve-Os comedy hour.
They're both Stevens?
They're both Stevens, yes.
Might just be the S&S instead of the S&M.
The SS comedy hour. Be okay providing it's a bitch.
Sadism and satire?
Yeah, sadism, satire. Anyway, I'm going to leave you with this. We're getting up to quarter to the hour. Where we got that one there? So I did throw this one on my Facebook the other day. I thought this was so appropriate for the beginning of the year. I'd like to cancel my subscription to 2021. I've experienced the free 7-day trial, and I'm not interested.
Yeah, no comment.
No comment. This is what it's all about, isn't it? Thailand, well, the world is just, oh my God, I give up. I think I just find a hole to crawl into and vegetate out on Ark Island and kill dinosaurs for a while.
Colorblind.
Right, dangerous for me taking coloured pills.
Colorblind.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm sort of what they call dew-turn, mid-dew-turn, dew-tone, which is a red-green. But I can see reds and I can see greens, but they get into certain shades that they just. The problem with my eyes is my eyes don't detect the heat aura of the red. So red is actually a hot colour, whereas green is a cool colour. So yeah, something to do with that, and it's something to do with the way that the photoreceptors in the eyes work. But yeah. Jack Dorrington, good afternoon. Jack, how you doing? The Blue Pill Boys, Chayapun is also a well-known soy. Yeah, I know Chayapun. That's what I was trying to think of. That's a soy pothole. That's what I was thinking of. Previously known as the soy potholes. But I don't know what the Chayapun Farang. Maybe that Chayapun is a province in Isan. Oh, okay, fair enough. That makes more sense. Why you would probably associate with soy pothole would be the big question there. Not either.
It's got hole.
Yeah, okay. That's where the Ascendia bar is. That's where Nick's bar is, isn't the soy Chayapun?
Is it?
Yeah. I would like to be able to get to a point where I could sort of say, jump on my bike, ride for 3 hours, go and hang out with Nick for a day, and hang out there and do something with him, wander around, just have a chat, just talk about life in general, maybe shoot a video or two, and then come home. That would just really be something I'd like to do, but it's in lockdown. You can't even get into Pattaya. You might be able to get into Pattaya. You can't get out. It's one of the 7 provinces or 5 provinces that they've got border restrictions on.
Back roads.
I think they've got even the back roads. I think Jackson was saying. I think he's going to start a YouTube channel and it'll be known as Chayapun Farang. Yeah, there's a lot of back roads around Pattaya, but they pretty much got them all sort of covered and locked at the moment. But yeah, that's all. We're going to hope it just gets better. That's all we can do. But
you just have to hire yourself a coyote to get you in and out of the area. See,
is that right? A coyote?
That's what they call the people who bring the illegals into the U.S. from Mexico.
Ah, okay.
They're coyotes. You need Thailand coyotes, or what would you call them there? I know in Australia you'd probably call them dingoes.
Yeah, I don't think they have no. I just thought they were the untouchable businessmen in Thailand were the ones who are getting the foreigners in at the moment.
Soy dog. There we go. Soy dogs. They'd be soy dogs in Thailand.
Anyway, look, I'm sort of feeling like I need to do a bathroom break, so I'm probably going to wrap it up. It's 10 to the hour. If you haven't liked the stream already, hit the like button on the stream. If not, if you can't get to the button, there is a little $sign thing there. You can hit the $sign there for one of those Red Bull smoothies, which I haven't had one for a week because it's all sugar.
A dingo ate my baby.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, those Red Bull smoothies, they're all sugar.
Yes. You should stay away from those.
That's it. They've had to cut them out of my diet. But I've been having sort of a coffee in the morning after my morning walk. I'll stop at 7-Eleven and grab a latte yen lek, which is a small iced coffee. They're quite nice, and I have it without sugar because coffee is a good pick-me-up, and at least I'm getting a bit of a pick-me-up in the day. That's the main thing. William, bye-bye. Have a great day. Excellent. Play us out, Maestro. Cheers, William. See you, Theodalo. Got to find the actual closing screen. Play the tune, and we'll hopefully see you next time. So there's Dalo saying, see you, Oggy. See you, everybody. Peace out.
See you, mate. Have a great day.
Okay, Davey. Catch you later. And here we go. Closing screen. 3, 2, 1.
Bye.
Bye. Dun, dun, dun.
Look forward to Wednesday's video.
Not hearing anything. Oh, that's right. I had it muted.